yourself. I'm hoping you are having a wonderful month of October. As you guys know, next Saturday is Halloween, and I'm kind of excited because even though Halloween this year is kind of a letdown for a lot of people because of quarantine and stuff, I still am excited. Just so you know, next Saturday, on Halloween / Samhain, which most people pronounce as Samhain, for those of you who are Wiccan or pagan or any other religion or just interested in that in general, I'm going to be doing a video with my good friend Mikhail Hardman where we tell you guys the history of Halloween, and it is pronounced Samhain. So check that out. But in today's video, I'm actually going to be showing you guys everything I've gotten that's Halloween inspired, so this is kind of going to be like a Halloween haul. I haven't gotten all of this in October. Some of this I got the month before, but I just thought you guys might be interested in how I'm decorating my place. And I just realized I probably should show you guys pictures of how I decorate, but anyways, I also am going to be making cupcakes for this Saturday. I'm filming this video a couple days in advance, because, yeah. But I will either have, like, a video of me making the cupcakes on my Instagram, or I might have a picture of the cupcakes. They're going to be, like, Halloween inspired. I'm going to show you some of the, like, things I got for that. So, let's get started. The first thing I got, which isn't so much Halloween inspired, but it's more of that, like, spooky season inspired. It's this, like, sacred smoke mist. So basically it's kind of like, you know how people used to smudge and they would use, I think it was sage. Is it sage or is it, my mind is going blank, but there is something that people use to, like, banish bad spirits, and it's actually something that is very close to the Aboriginal culture. It's very, very special to them. So me not being Aboriginal, I should not be using this because apparently it's like running out almost because it's being overused, and so they can't use it as much. I have a blog. I'll talk about it on my blog when I know a little bit more about it. I just know that because it's very close to the culture, I should not be using it. Like I said, if you want to know the exact details on that, check out my blog, Linktree. I have a Linktree. Anyways, it'll be in the description below. But I have a spray, and so this is something that I can use to, like, when you move into a new place, you, like, spray every corner in the middle of the room, and then it can help banish bad spirits. So I got that. And then this one again isn't really like Halloween, but it also kind of like matches the, yeah, so I got a pendulum. It's an Amethyst pendulum. So, as you can see, basically what a pendulum is you, like, hold it, sorry, you have to, like, hold it a very specific way. Okay. So you hold it, you make sure that, like, the string isn't wiggling at all. You wait for it to go still, then it'll ask you a question, you say it out loud, and then you kind of, like, let it drop, and whichever way it ends up going is your answer. So, obviously, this doesn't mean anything right now, because it was funny earlier, though, because I asked it a question. I'm not going to say what the question was, because it's personal to me, but it was more like, you know, will this ever happen for me type thing, and the answer I got was basically, long story short, it was basically, you are not prepared, and I was like, no, I already knew that, thank you. So, anyways, so then I got tarot cards, and yes, these are cat tarot cards, and I did a reading for myself earlier, and it was actually really, like, eye-opening, because I just kind of did the past, present, and future thing, and for the past, basically it said, like, you need to let go, the people in your past can no longer control you, you know, you've outgrown them, time to move on type thing, which I've been kind of realizing that lately, that, no, I do need to, like, I have outgrown a lot of negativity, and I do need to move on. So it's kind of interesting how tarot cards are like, you need to let go. And then for the present one, it basically was, I don't really remember the present one. It was just kind of like, keep going as you're going type thing. And then for the future one, it was like, Again, it's like you're not prepared for, like, you're basically, like, this is just a basic kind of what it said. Like, you're not yet prepared for, like, the future you want. You need, to continue getting help from, or support from other people, whether that be, like, therapy, or friends and family, or whether that be, like, and again, a bunch of different examples, and I was like, no, that actually makes a lot of sense, because I know that I'm not prepared for the future I want, and, like, honestly, I do go to therapy, and that is really, really helpful, and I completely agree with that. Like, I'm not ready for the future I want, and that's why I go to things like therapy and etc., because I'm looking for support systems. And I was having a conversation with someone earlier today where they said to me, like, you know, you have a lot of support systems where you're in a really good place in your life, and you have these support systems, and you've found them, and, you know, it's about figuring out, you know, when to use the support system, and trying to find a way for you to not need as big of a support system, and be able to do things on your own, but it's kind of balancing that. And then the tarot card said that. I'm just like, thank you for telling me what I already know. Anyway, this one is also this WTF tarot. I haven't read this one as much, only because there's a little book that, like, comes in here, so I've been reading more of this book, only because it has to do with my thing, but I do have another one for just, like, basic, and it gives a little bit more understanding. The next thing I got is actually this mask, which I believe is from Hocus Pocus. It says, oh look, another glorious morning makes me sick. You guys know what a mask is? I hope you guys know what a mask is. I got another mask that was Halloween inspired, but so there would have been a little bit of technical difficulties there. I'm still learning how to use this whole camera thing, filming thing. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I had another mask that was kind of Halloween inspired, but I went someplace. I still, like, I went to, like, went to a friend's house. And honestly, like, I don't go out everywhere all the time. Like, I have a very small group of friends that I go to see, and they have a very, like, we're all in kind of one group, so it's safe. But when, I also had disposable masks in my bag, and when I left, when I went there, I had that mask on. When I left, I had put the disposable mask on. So I think I may have actually left it somewhere. But anyways, so the next thing, I didn't actually get this. It was given to me. It's these little, like, baking cups of decorative? I don't know. Decorative or decorative? Picks. So it's just little spider webs and spiders. And then on the topic of cupcakes, I also got these little, like, cupcake tins with all the different colors, and they say Happy Halloween, and you guys will be seeing that either in a photo or later, like I said, because, or photos, or a video on Instagram or whatever, because I'm making cupcakes. And I don't know if it's pumpkin, which is a shiny little pumpkin, and it was also given to me. So, and then this was also given to me. It's just this, like, giant pink spider. It was funny because I went to go see my mom today, and I walked in, and I just saw this, like, because we met at a coffee shop, because we go to get coffee quite often. And, anyway, so I saw this, like, in a plastic bag, and I just saw this, like, giant pink sparkly thing, and I was like, what you have there, Mom? And she's like, oh, it's a gift for you. And I was like, okay. So then I opened it up, and I was like, oh, it's a spider. And she's like, yeah, so-and-so gave it to you for Halloween as, like, a decoration. I was like, oh, that's really sweet of them. Okay, and the next thing I got, you guys saw this in my, my fall/autumn night routine video, and if you haven't watched it yet, you need to go watch that. And I just realized I need to do a thumbnail. So you are going to just, I don't even know what, I want to, like, show the spiders, but I don't even, okay, you know what? fire on me somehow. If that works, I don't know what I'm doing. I honestly, nope. Like I think for a Halloween haul. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do that later. So, okay, next thing I got, which this one again, I think was given to me. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was. And it's also not, you know what? It's this. It says the, like, kitty cat unicorn. It says boo, and, yes, I'm a 21-year-old, and yes, I do like stuffed animals, and will I be giving it to, if I ever have children? If I ever have children. I'm having children someday. When I have children, yeah, I will be giving them all my stuffed animals. So, there's, broke spider. There's that. Okay, then the next thing I got, again, it's really Halloween-y, but it's more of that, like, as you guys know, I'm Wiccan, which if you don't know what Wiccan is, I could do a video about it. I might do a video about it, but there is also already a lot of videos on YouTube, and also just information on the internet explaining what Wiccan is. So if you want me to do, the thing about being like Wiccan is there's a bunch of different practices, and there's a bunch of different, like, there's certain things that, like, most Wiccans believe, like, there's kind of a general, like, there's general rules or beliefs or whatever, I don't know how to say it, but then there's a lot of things that are, like, individual to the person. So one thing that I might believe, or I might follow or do, another person might not. Like, I know a lot of Wiccans, are really into, like, crystals and stuff, and I like crystals, I think they're pretty, but I'm not really yet in my journey practicing crystal magic. Does that make sense? Whereas, like, I prefer things more like tarot cards and the pendulum and etc. And I really like the my mind's going blank. The, like, I don't see the symbols and stuff because there's this word for it, and it's really making me upset that I don't remember the name for it. Sigils. That. I'm really into, like, sigils and stuff, but yeah. It's person to person. So if you guys want me to do a video in the future where I kind of talk about my religion a little bit more in depth, then let me know. Although the thing is one thing that I personally believe is that I believe that every religion has value, and that every religion, their pieces of their religion are correct or whatever, and that there is something that we can all gain from accepting each other and from learning from each other, and that there is no religion that is better than another. And just because, and, like, I believe that almost every god or goddess or spiritual whoever that you believe in may be real, I just may not worship them. Like, for example, I do believe in a Christian God, but I do not worship the Christian God. So my religion being Wiccan doesn't mean that I think if you're, I'm using Christian as an example, that you're Christian, that you're wrong, or that you're worse than me. It's just that we both have something to bring to the table, and we both have something to learn from each other, and neither one of us really knows. Like, nobody knows what's out there, so you can believe in what you want to believe in, as long as you don't hurt anyone. So, yeah. Anyways, that was my little speech. But it's a pentacle. And okay, no. This is not a sign of the devil. It is the soul, which the top one is supposed to be the soul. And then there's, like, earth, water, air, fire, so it's 5, I forget the word. 5, I don't remember. But, yeah, that's gonna bug me now. So it's a sacred symbol. It's symbolic to the wheel of life. It continues flow of spiritual energy that binds it all together. Sorry, the 4 lower points of the star signify the elements, that's the word. Earth, water, fire, and air, the top point. It also represents the divine, so yeah. But again, if I do a video in the future where I talk a bit more about being Wiccan, then I will tell you guys more about the pentacle, or the pentagram, sorry. Okay, we're moving on. So the next one I have is this candle. It's like the seasonal solstice, dark moon, driftwood of the sage. It smells so good. Although it smells more like, okay, I don't want to be sexist, but it smells like a man. Okay, no, let me rephrase that. It smells like what, perfume and deodorant companies think that a man should smell like. Which is actually kind of a good smell. So, and although it's one of those smells that I wouldn't personally want to smell like that, because I prefer to smell like Japanese cherry blossoms and roses and flowers and stuff, because I just think that those are the smells that match better with my personal body odor. But no, this kind of smells like what scent companies think men should smell like. So it has like a moon, and I'm also very into the moon. And it's a candle. I'm not allowed to light candles, but I have it for decoration. So the next thing I have, that was weird looking, sorry. Okay, this is part of my like Halloween costume, which we're dressing up as food characters. I think that was the original plan, but then communication got lost somewhere. So my plan was, okay, actually I'm not going to show part of this. It's like a headband, and then it has like a veil. And the reason I'm not going to show part of it is because, as you guys know, well, if you don't, in the Clue game, there's like certain weapons. And so basically it's one of those Halloween costumes where it makes it look like there's a weapon going through my head. YouTube doesn't like it when you show those, especially not like even when it's fake. So although it's kind of obvious it's fake, but it's not obvious it's fake. But well, it is obvious it's fake. But like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't really want to show that because I don't want you to see that and then flag it and then it get taken down. But it's part of my Halloween costume. And so I got this today, which is part of the gift I got with the spider, and it's like this cup with a spider on it, which is, it's like a little plastic wine glass, and it's kind of cute because I don't have a wine glass, and I'm wanting a wine glass because I have non-alcoholic wine. I mean, I'll sometimes drink alcoholic wine, but I just don't have any right now because I have no need for it. So I have the non-alcoholic stuff, and or want for it, but I thought it'd be really nice to like put some non-alcoholic wine in a wine glass, a spider one, maybe draw myself a bubble bath and eat some chocolate. That sounds like a really nice night. Let me do that later. Read like a book or something, or listen to classical music. Ooh. Okay. I really need to stop putting things on that spider. And then I have, also I have these lights. They're like these little orange string lights that I have like up above my bed, as you can see. Yeah. Okay. And now I have the last thing, which is this little like, okay, there's these flowers, and they have like, they're fake. I cannot keep real flowers alive to save my life, but I did read or hear or learn somewhere somehow that apparently if you have flowers and they die, if you're taking care of them, obviously, like if you don't water them and they die, then it's because you didn't water them. But if you're taking care of your flowers and they die, that's because somebody tried to put negative energy out into the world towards you, and they absorbed it and it ended up killing them because, well, they can't take as much negative energy as you can, but they are like protecting you. So, but for me, honestly, it's because I overwater my plants. So I have fake ones. I do want to learn how to take care of real plants, but I have other things I'm learning right now. That's goals for the future. But they're really pretty because they also have these like red ones, and they're very fall inspired. And then there's just this little like flower holder thing, and it's like a kitty cat, and it says Halloween, and then I think it says trick or treat. Yeah, it does. Sorry, that was like backwards for me, and I normally can read backwards, but it's also really small. Yeah, it's trick or treat. And then I believe that is everything I've gotten that is Halloween inspired. So that was a little bit of like a out there video. Like I said, next Saturday is going to be a history of Halloween / Samhain, and also I got an idea from my one friend where I'm going to hopefully start doing a photo shoot of the month video. So that'll be coming. October's will be coming November, and then I'll make one, like the December photo shoot, I'll probably film in November. I might do in December, haven't decided yet. But yeah, that'll be coming. And then I want to once a week, like I said, I made a blog. It's a human rights blog. So I was thinking of once a week talking about human rights issues, but I don't know if I want to, have a blog and then also talk about it on YouTube, because I don't want you guys to be getting the same information from me twice. So it'll kind of depend on how I feel about that. But let me know down below if you guys want once a month a video that is just me talking about like human rights issues and kind of what's happening and stuff like that. But anyways, I think I'm going to end the video there because it's already pretty long. And I have nothing else to say. I love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers. Oh, and happy Halloween.